What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt Wrestling Recap. Man, Monday Night Raw was just absolutely fantastic. What did you think of the show, Matthew?
Dude, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Tonight's show it kicked ass, but if I could be honest with you, it wasn't as good as last week's Monday Night Raw. As they do move forward and we are headed to Cardiff, Wales, in just about 3 weeks. Um, I really see the rosters kind of being shaked up a little bit with obviously some new storylines. But I did hear first that a WWE draft is actually slowly on the uprise come to both Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, dude, that'll be certainly interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing who would be the first pick for either Raw or SmackDown, man. I don't know who it would be, but tonight's opening segment was pretty good. Let's get right into this thing.
Oh, dude, it was good. It was fresh, and what we need is fresh. Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and of course, Damian Priest, the Judgment Day. Surprised to see them actually open up the show. They're usually mid-carders. Rey Mysterio then attacking them from behind as they all were just kind of talking trash over the Mysterios. Rhea Ripley actually being, well, she was kind of the puppet of this, she was the reason that why they actually ended up really hurting Rey Mysterio. Rey actually came in with a chair, but Rhea Ripley delivered a TDT onto Rey with help from, of course, her two acquaintances, Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Just kind of destroying Rey Mysterio. Either Dominic needs to kind of turn on his dad, or they just need to move on from Judgment Day. It's I'm just not feeling Rey and Dominic and the Judgment Day. It's just not the right storyline for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. One thing I find interesting is they're having Rhea Ripley attack some male superstars, man. Could we see a male superstar retaliate? Maybe a man versus woman match, man. I'm not sure if we've ever seen that, or we haven't at least seen it in a while. So that
I
would be.
really am hoping for it would be Beth Phoenix and Edge and an opponent they're choosing. Beth Phoenix, Edge, and Rey Mysterio
Oh, dude,
versus
that would be awesome.
Judgment Day. That would be certainly interesting. But moving to our next segment, we actually cut to the back. Theory and Dolph Ziggler actually exchanging some words until they kind of get into a brawl before the Miz and Champ, but then cut over and give a promo to hype up their team before taking on Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. Super happy to see them both back together. A-lister and the NXT champion, former NXT champ. I'm sorry, we're in control. Show kind of cut to a break when we return. Hot tag started going wild against everybody, but all in all, Ali and Alexander, they really should remain a team to give the tag division kind of some hope, some depth. But having the Miz and Ciampa win here, it just was the right call.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you said, I don't mind them trying to insert some new life into the Raw tag team division, man. Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. I like the team, man. Hopefully they keep it going.
A little bit softer butter in that case, you could say. But moving forward, so this is what we call wrestling. This is what we call sports entertainment. This is what the WWE is all about, and it's about opportunity. Drew McIntyre coming out in nice ovation, talking about his upcoming match against Roman Reigns at Clash of the Castle, blah, blah, blah. Then Kevin Owens coming out saying he is just underrated basically in WWE, as what Drew McIntyre was saying.
I
He's been
couldn't agree with him more, man. I couldn't
especially
agree
beating
more.
Brock Lesnar, beating people like Randy Orton, beating, people like, man, Bobby Lashley. It just was good to see these two go at it. And of course, Kevin Owens fighting back with his own of him, making his way back up in the ladder. But you know what? It just was a fun segment that led into a match. Fun match, kind of grueling, but Usos come in and attack Drew McIntyre, winner by disqualification. Drew was surprised to see the Usos, but it got me entertained for what's next to come between Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre. Hopefully, if Drew takes on Roman and is successful.
Oh yeah, dude, this could be an awesome rivalry on Raw, man. Get these two back in the main card scene. I know you and I have been clamoring that for weeks now. The KO show and Drew McIntyre, man, that would be an awesome rivalry and one the fans would certainly be here for.
An awesome rivalry, and especially what's next with WWE is building upon us. Once again, Riddle actually returning from his short injury, I'm sorry. Actually attacking Seth Rollins during a quick promo. Seth was kind of instigating at first. But you know what? Happy to see promo back, and he is 100% medically cleared to wrestle back in WWE.
Yeah, the original bro, man. He's back, man. Chasing Seth Rollins through that crowd, man. It was a hell of a way to keep this rivalry fresh. And you know what? Seth versus Riddle, man. We didn't get to see it at SummerSlam, but we're gonna be able to see it probably at Clash at the Castle. So that would be an awesome match.
I cannot wait for that pay-per-view. But moving to our next match, squash match. But you know what? Veer, right? So surprised to see Veer. No, not really. Versus a local talent. His name was, I think it was Boo Keller.
Yeah,
Squash match,
whatever.
almost never fun, but this one actually kind of gave the jobber a few minutes, taking on a few moves by Veer, kind of jabbing away, but was demolished with a nice 3 count. It is what it is. But you know what? They gave him a chance, more than what we usually see it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with Veer, man. Triple H is head of talent relations now. Maybe he's got some good things in the works for Veer. Maybe he'll build him up as that monster that I know we all wanted to see. So you know what? Veer picking up a win versus an enhancement talent. That's my new favorite word. But you know what?
Absolutely.
We'll have to see what he does in the future.
Absolutely. You know what, WWE, they needed more matches, and the next match, it just was it for me. AJ Styles versus Bobby Lashley. Excuse me, Bobby Lashley, the current United States champion, on the line. I was really hoping and pulling for AJ Styles, but I knew that was not going to happen tonight. Actually, the Miz and Ciampa came down to watch from ringside, but before the Miz could actually execute a planned attack on AJ Styles, Dexter Loomis was shown being tackled by security near the ring next to the announcer's table. Show kind of cut to a commercial immediately right when he pushed somebody into the cameraman. Or I'm sorry, that was backstage earlier, but Dexter Loomis, man, he is back. He's better than ever. Quick WWE segment by that. It just was phenomenally produced. Miz just kind of looked confused, but Bobby Lashley was able to take the win against AJ Styles. Still your United States champion.
Oh, dude, I love this Dexter Loomis angle, man. It's really got me excited to see what he does on Raw. And you know what? It's furthering the rivalry between Bobby Lashley and Tommaso Ciampa, so it's a win-win for both sides.
Absolutely. It's a win-win. And you know what? This Raw was a win-win. Moving forward, Dakota Kai and Dana Brooke meeting for a quick singles match before a brief confrontation backstage earlier in the night. But you know what? It was funny. We got Bailey yelling at the announcers. It's just always great, when she has to yell at Cole.
It's
Nice,
always funny, man. It never seems to fit, man. Bailey yelling at people just makes me laugh.
just hilarious. But Kai did a nice kick, running into the corner. Just a fun match, but you know what? Dakota Kai still defeated Dana Brooke, and I just was not surprised. I was happy to see that. But moving to our main event, I think this is safe to say this was a well enough show just so we can top the night of Dolph Ziggler and Theory getting into a fight earlier in the night. But it led to just our main event, those two squaring off. Nothing special, Kyle. Nothing, where I was thinking, oh, something's going to happen. Is somebody going to return? Are we going to get a cliffhanger at the end of the show? We didn't get that. We got a few cliffhangers, I guess you could
It was
say,
just a decent
throughout
match,
the.
really. Nothing
But
special.
it was a
Like that.
decent match. We kept getting close to counts, and that's what really kept this match on the trailer hitch here. Just a nice, entertaining match. Theory getting a nice win with A-Town down. But before the show closes, before our show closes, I just want to talk about the hand gestures and the return of Dexter Loomis. So during the show, we actually saw two things backstage. It was a hand waving past a door in the way back, if we could find a picture of it, while Theory and Ziggler are fighting backstage. And then the next, I think it was Dana Brooke in the back cutting a promo with another star. And I think it was Dakota Kai. And we saw Adam Pearce in the way backstage actually talking to security guards, and then he told the security guards to go off, but that was all just hand gestures. I didn't know if they were actually talking, just acting, but it was just interesting, and we did get those types of cliffhangers, but nothing towards the end of the show. But you know what? Enough talking for me, dude. Let's talk
Yeah,
about
dude, that was
now.
that was quite suspicious, man. I'm really not sure what to make about that, but you know what? We're getting teased with all these cliffhangers, all these call-ups. One thing's for sure, KozMatt will keep you updated on all the wrestling news, and will definitely keep you updated on the goings on Raw and SmackDown. Make sure you stay posted with us, and we will have a SmackDown recap for you Saturday. Until then, baby, peace out.
That's how they say it.